In this video, we're going to test Python on Volterra, or Windows Dev Kit 2023, versus the Mac Mini. This is the one with the M1 chip. It's the base model, 8 gigs of RAM. They both have 8 cores of processing power. And the cores is what we're interested in today because I'm going to be running a multi-core test here. I've done this on the channel before. It's the Mandelbrot algorithm. Mandelbrot is the mathematician who brought us the fancy fractal patterns that you might have seen before. If you go to Benchmarks Game, not Benchmark Games, Benchmarks Game -team-.pages. Anyway, the URL is right there. I'll link to it down below in the description below the like button. This compares programming languages and different algorithms, and we're gonna, of course, today do Python. Now, all these other algorithms are nice, but Mandelbrot is cool because nice, cool. What's up with these words I'm using today? I don't know. Great, excellent. While running this algorithm, you're gonna get 100% CPU utilization on all the processors. That's what's cool about this. That's what's nice about this. That's what's awesome about this test. All right, enough. Let's get on with it, shall we? Run it for yourself if you want to. Now, I am running this in WSL2, Windows Subsystem for Linux, on the Windows box. This, of course, in case you didn't know, this is an ARM machine, and this is Windows for ARM, and we've got Ubuntu running under ARM. Everything is ARM, including the Conda environment that I've set up. I'm using Mini Conda, so that's for ARM as well. If you are interested in grabbing this for yourself, make sure you get the right download. This right here is what you want. Mini Conda latest Linux Arch 64.sh. That's what's important right there. The architecture, you want to make sure that's the ARM architecture. Now, you can install Python without using any kind of environment manager like I like Conda, and I have a video, I'll link to it down below as well, of how to install a Conda environment using that shell script that I showed you. Now, if you check the version of Python, right now I have 3.9.12. Over here on the Mac Mini, same kind of setup over here, and the same version of Python. Not Python, Python. 3.9.12 right there. Cool. Now, all I've done here is I've copied that code from Benchmarks Game. It's just a Python code over to a file locally so I can run it. That's it. I'm also going to unplug the second monitor from my Windows machine, so it's at least a little bit fair, right? The way this little CPU over here, the little SoC from Qualcomm, is not trying to process an extra monitor, an extra video signal. Now I've set it up, and it's exactly the same. The only thing is I named the files differently, but other than that, everything is exactly the same. I'm gonna give the time command, then Python, run that file, and 16,000 just happens to be the recommended parameter to pass to that. And then this program outputs a bunch of garbage. I'm just sending it over to a dev.null so we don't see that. Same thing over here. On the Mac Mini, time, Python, main, 16,000, dev null. We're ready to do this, and let's go. Okay, it's running. Any guesses who's gonna win? Write it down below, but you can't change it once you put it down. That would be not fair, would it? Okay, we've got a winner, folks, and it's the Mac Mini. This one's done. This one is still running. So yeah, some of you might say, well, it's inside a virtual environment and so on. I mean, WSL does have a tiny bit of overhead, but not that much. All of this delay will be attributed to just the processor, I'm sorry to say. The result is 55 seconds on the Mac Mini, and the result is, there we go. 1 minute 44 seconds on the Volterra box. Now, realistically, you're not going to be doing Python development. You probably could be doing Python development, but the Windows Dev Kit 2023 mainly exists so that Windows developers can create ARM-based applications for Windows. It's a very specific machine, very geared towards developers that are Windows-based. Now, the Mac Mini it's a consumer machine that developers can also use. It happens to be a very good developer machine as well. I think so, especially if you're looking for that class of machine, that desktop small factor machine. There you go, folks. That's Python for you, and more videos like this are coming up, so make sure you subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I'll be back.